Alright, hello again, Internet, and everyone who inhabits it. I'm Kumondo, and we are playing the Beginner's Guide, because I thought it would be a great way to start off my new channel, and seems to be, although, of course I'd end up picking a game where somebody else does all the heavy lifting as far as commentary goes. So, last time, I was stumped at this puzzle that I didn't actually attempt, and now we're going to solve it because we already know the answer from the last video. E. And a switch. It is
There's
exactly
still
the
no
same.
clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. I
Spoilers!
promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Okay, but it returns to it. Thanks for that. Okay. So all of a sudden we are no longer on the ground floor. We're basically up in the air. I love how I have a jump button, and I jump just too short to actually be able to jump onto anything. I jump like maybe. Actually, that's probably a realistic height in some ways. Not many people could quite jump up on top of that, but okay, enough of that. Going down the hallway. I'm gonna do my best to be more talkative, because I was kind of quiet the last video, paying too much attention to what he was saying. He's gonna say something else right here. Cue the other guy. Cue the No, I'm gonna watch. They're saying listen on their faces, which are green cubes, and I'm gonna watch them from this doorway. I'm gonna step forward, and David's gonna say something. David being the commentator guy, he gave his name right at the very beginning. Door closed, okay, and door's right beside the fireplace, cool. David, say something. You there, did you come from up above?
Coda
What was up
begins
there?
using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. I see, so I get to pick which one had the most impact on me, I guess? We're gonna go with 3. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. Most of them were colored gray. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. 2. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. 3. I'd prefer not to tell you. After all, we've only just met. I'm gonna go with yes, I did. Might be the default answer, but it's what I would say. This is role-playing. Very serious. Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. Again, perfect. Now please, tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. Option 1. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. 2. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Or 3. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. And, judging by this room, I'm not gonna go with 3, because I bet they'd love to explore there. I'm gonna go with 2, because technically the other guy gave me a lot of clues. Admittedly, I did technically solve it, but whatever. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. You didn't solve it? So you have learned nothing. You cannot help us escape this prison. You are not the one I need. Surely there will be someone else. Oh yeah, well I just solved another puzzle, so take that. Wobbly, 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 wobbly. Wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. So where am I in now? Okay, fancy. Aha! We are in exactly the same room with exactly the same people. Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? I'm gonna say you're leaning to one side, and at the same time I decided to lean to one side. I'm gonna say know I've been right here this entire time, because I basically have been. I suggest you go and see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can sit in the black space in the middle. What happens if I solve it? Or why would I sit in the black space? Or who are you? I'm gonna go with who are you. Who are you? I'm gonna change the topic. Let's go hang out there in that blackness for a bit. You may not like it at first, but it'll grow on you, eventually. If that's the case, why are you not in there? This is a different room. This is a staircase that's spiral, so it
And
can't
so we
go
make one last descent
indefinitely.
down to the final floor of the level.
Yep, okay, not indefinite. I kinda suspected it would have an end. And this is not the black room with a puzzle. This is gonna close right in my face. No, this is the outside. We're in a courtyard with another courtyard.
It's a lamppost.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
I like that.
I'll tell you what I think. I
think it's
that
a
up to this
goalpost.
point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. 'Cause
Okay.
now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination,
Okay.
which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination.
No, it's a goalpost.
We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them.
Okay.
And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Really? Cue the next game. Cue the fade to black. And then the next game. I expected it. There, loading, okay? Finished in April 2009. This game is connected to the internet. I don't believe you. As you walk around, you can leave notes. So it's like Dark Souls, apparently. All notes you see are left by other players, except the ones that I place. And I'm looking up at the window. I feel like that is important as well. Like it's saying like this is like your one means of communication. Oh, here's another thing. Here's a note. Nice room. Not. I love your proper punctuation there, namely not capitalizing the first hand. This looks very much like a doorway. So what's the button I can press to leave notes? I probably can't.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet.
Yeah, I
All
didn't
of the
think
notes
so.
that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic.
Okay.
But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me.
That seems like a
And
nice
I
guy.
cooled off eventually.
How do you beat this game? So, yes, you left the notes, but it's kind of like role-playing as other things. No point to this. Yeah, I believe you. Hey, look, breadcrumbs! Oh, wow. Do I get to go to all of them? I hope I do. Let's see, it looks like... yeah, basically. Wow. Okay, so I can't walk off the edge. Good to know. Can you guys hear me? No, but I can... I read you loud and clear. Hello! Hello to you too. Reasonable, sure.
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way,
Everyone read this.
to me they convey a sense of loneliness.
The irony there.
I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and
This place
beliefs
makes me sad.
and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Want to tell you a secret? Once upon a time, I did finding out that there's a
But it's
character limit.
ironic, isn't it?
To
that
find fun.
In playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt,
I'm king of the
that
world.
we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him.
Okay, you
I
have a
have
point
to be
there.
honest with you. This idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head
Lame.
and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work.
Yeah, good
I
point.
think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Do not be afraid. Do care. Okay. I just saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you, it's the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I do not feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see again if nothing will ever be that beautiful again. I'm crying now and plan on ripping my eyes out. I must go now to do that. That became a little bit sad, but a flying penguin is pretty cool. Feel like a hero yet? Sure I do. This game is so nice. I would like it when I could. Such typos. In a world full of notes, one man will read all of them. This summer, you will believe blue speech bubbles can talk. So, cool cavern, bro. We're running out of space. Soon we will suffocate. There are too many messages in this area. Yep. Why? Hey, I can type here. Yes, you can. I'd rather be doing literally anything other than playing this. That's not true. The guy over there wrote much wrong. Yes, he did. I don't know who he is. Actually, he was a she. In a role-playing sense, you could do that, but they're both Coda, so... Or this... I believe it's the Coda fellow, was his name. What on earth is this cavern? See, I'm gonna censor these when needed. Boring! Yeah, it is boring. No, it's not. Censoring is just fine. I can assure you guaranteed that there is an acorn somewhere here in this place, and the sailors are looking for it. I miss the sailors. A lot of these. You guys just looking for someone to talk with? Find a chat room. This place is full of... This is like looking at an old set of forms. I refuse to believe. Okay, then disbelieve. Nope. Okay. Recognize me, please. I recognize you as the unique and beautiful fruit gusher facsimile with three dots. Oh dear! Admittedly, they're not in a little triangle shape, but they have each of them have 3 dots, which is, you know, an ellipses. I know that, but there's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. Apparently, you are a liar. Beware liar or something. A free t-shirt! Need other side door, why you so? Makes game, includes door, cannot open door. Thanks. Open sesame. Door. Door. That's how people in my circle of friends open doors, is by saying door and placing their wrist to their forehead. Door out, open, like this. Door! Nope, didn't work that time either. Okay. Someday I will meet the person who made this. The irony is that you are the person who made this. Oh, there's a lot of these. I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. Good! It just keeps going. New room! Yes, it is. Do you hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? I don't hear the chimes. I would like very much to be desired. It's not very crowded here. Relatively speaking. Scared of writing something, don't want to feel judged. Interesting. A game where you leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet. Yeah, don't bother. You can go in here, I think. No, you cannot go in here. The fact that you're in here is a fabrication of your own imagination. Welcome, congratulations. I don't really know where to go with this. I am the 999,999th viewer of that note. I win a free car, t-shirt, and coffee mug. This is where I get off. Okay, so long, guy. I failed to write anything here, except you failed at failing that. I am compelled. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. I don't believe you. I'm reading all of these that I can find. Take my hand, let's jump together. I would love to, but there's an invisible wall in the way. You break it down first. Cabbage shapes our nation. The cabbages! What is that painting? Dots. It's a number of very small explosions. Does not matter if you ever get over there. Hey, don't talk about me that way. Okay, I won't. Very good game. I think this is not going anywhere. I think it is going somewhere. I think that all of these are YouTube commenters. Next time I will do better. Some of them play the game. I need someone to talk to. Some of them didn't play the game. Whether or not those two correlate is... This is a note? Sure. Whether or not those two correlate is not a required. Don't listen to the other notes. Okay, I will trust you and you alone, that note. I'm gonna conversate with every one of these. I'm not safe. You're right. You are a man on the edge of the middle of the hallway. Today I learned you cannot fall off. It's true, I learned that a little bit ago. Ethical. I noticed that those bridges don't have any notes on them. I saw a person walking down there. Now it won't come back. Of course, he kept going. You should too. Okay. Devil Tower Star. Sure. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Just visually and artistically and all that. I also noticed that there's, you know, because he pointed it out, not so much boxy hallways. Who are all of you? Well done, all of you. All of you, all of you. Whoever made this has issues. The irony. The beautiful irony. Painting, what does it mean? It means two rainbows, one overlapping the other, causes an explosion because you are not supposed to cross the bows. The rainbows. Stop faking it. Okay. Art. Yep. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Hello, I'm trying to speak. Your speech to text is working. I think it's about how things look messy up close and perfect from far away. Yes. Unless there's like a specific meaning that the creator conveys or applies or explains, most art seems to be kind of whatever you get from it. The irony of that statement in this game, because you got different creator. From up here down, we went down. From down here, it looks just like dots. It's because it is. Cabbage shapes our nation. The cabbages. We will all die someday. Stop pretending you are other people. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. It's about how this game is pretentious and you all suck. Devil Tower Star. It's like... It very much is a YouTube comment thing. He's making his own memes within the thing. He was himself the most horrible creature he could imagine. That's a quote from a thing. I don't know what the thing is, but I know it's a quote. Maybe I'll feel real someday. Maybe I'll feel real someday. I didn't know you could have real. I didn't know that real was tactile. Well, I'm here now. Yes, you are. Yeah, we're all here now. I agree with you too. There must be reason for it, though. There must be indeed. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game. No, you didn't. You got to a corner and gave up. Or doubled back. More room? Much more room.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again.
Spoilers!
I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
I see. Escape, escape. Need an escape. How about going down? He cut it up and spread it between worlds. An idea. Oh, it's getting darker, and now it's getting lighter. There's angry grunting. Almost there. I've seen everything. I've traveled the world. I've never told anyone, except me and the audience. I wish there were notes in the real world. There are notes. They're called sticky notes. I've got a bunch of them right here. Become one with the spiraling nonsense. There's a certain bit of humor in here that I quite like. Downward. Keep digging. With my
feet. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
I see. You close your eyes and wish for it really bad. I see. Okay, so I see what you're saying there, commenter guy. It makes sense, especially with what you've said so far about how he kind of moves on entirely. Almost at the end. Are we, though? Help us, says the voices. I like the volcano spiral. Does this puzzle have a solution? Yes. Let me show you in a moment. I quite like this room and how it's designed, actually. With the duality of the lighter and the darker red area. I think it's supposed to be... I'm gonna go all interpreting the art on you here. I think that's like supposed to represent like heaven-ish, and then down here is like hellish, and then you know, the people are going down the spiral, and then there's the voices in the background, that whispering that oddly enough stopped when I started describing it. Yeah, that whispering, which implies a sense of like unsettledness and not good, yet, you know, all the voices in this area are all very positive. Or like, all the notes are very positive, but the voices are saying help us and stuff. So there's a nice duality of things that aren't lining up quite right. Okay, moving on. Oh my goodness, I've been here for literally an hour. What on earth do I do? Help. Father, how do you solve it? This doesn't make sense. The second door won't open. Developer, answers please. Help. Help. You people are noobs.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces,
Yes.
before you move on, you get to pause.
Yes.
Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here.
I
To
see.
step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I see. So do you think that, oh, there's a light up there, cool. So do you think that, the guy, I forgot his name, I'm so lame. Do you think that the guy intended that with the very first one as well? That's my question to you, David, voiceover guy. Guys, that's not so bad in here. I'm heading back to the start. Later, guys. No answer, I think? There is no second switch. No solution. There. Second switch. No solution. Then, like, one guy made it through. Except for that room. There's a clacking sound. The clacking of 1,000,000 rabbit typewriters coming for me. How do you leave? That? Here? Really? How do you leave notes from the one guy who's smart enough to make it through? Oh. Oh. So the typewriter's leaving the notes. It's all automated. I see. Ah. Oh, this makes... Oh, ho, ho. That's poignant. That's also loud. I'm gonna step back here and do the talking I was gonna do there. It's not quieting down. That's interesting too, actually, the fact that it doesn't quiet down. I'll speak up a bit. It's very poignant how there's typewriters at the end. And actually this is very clever because it points out the notes. What it is that all the notes you've seen are automated. They're, you know, as you know, he said that they're not made by real people, but here it's like they're just manufactured automatically. It's not even necessarily, I mean, the developer obviously put them in, but it's to say not even necessarily the developer, it's just they're like almost a spontaneous creation by the machine. I don't know. I feel like I just lost it a bit. But yeah. Are you there? Please say something. Tell me anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. The typewriters and the voices are going. That is interesting. That is... I like that one.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of
so
just
sad too.
spin its
Okay.
own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. We will get to that in the next episode. So long. Farewell. Safe travels. See you soon. Don't forget to write. We'll miss you. Have fun storming the castle. Don't take any wooden nickels legal currency, but take them anyways because, you know, they're wooden nickels. That's pretty cool. Au revoir, etc. Good night, and I will see you in the next episode and all that.